Heavy lean towards B here for NRG.
Full faith in the singular player of FNS to kind of lock down that A site. Feels no pressure yet, so he's just fine. And they're going looking. crashies getting curious, and the swing on the corner. Perfect. Wolfen wants one, trade down, back and forth. Trexx stands for two, but quickly goes down. And it looks like NRG want to send a message early.
And the timing on that was perfect. The flash comes through just as the orb drops from Som. See, Victor got to be careful here. The wide swing. koldamenta isolates the first, but Som good for the trade.
Sheydos, come
will
on.
find a response. It's a Killjoy 1v1 here.
It's your dream come true, Mike. Old Tommy the Turmeric going to be coming up now. Spike is safe to get back in hand. That's fine. 35 seconds. Going to secure the flank, make sure nothing's there. He has no idea where FNS is for now. So he's going to try and play it smart and play it safe, but a fight is inevitable. And the angle for FNS...
How deep does he clear on site here, though?
That's the question, isn't it? A quick glance, and the shot's good! Sheydos!
This map here, nothing spotted out with the Aldo here. I'm not sure, actually, if top site was spotted there. It was crashies up there. The wall's going to go up. We're going to try and get a bit of a deeper plant here, but it's dealt with immediately.
Yeah, very quickly now. Trexx again, still going to be good for it, finding crashies. Second bite of the cherry for the plant. That's going to go down uncontested. So safe plant here, and now into the post plant. A little bit of chip damage on Victor, but let's see if any damage could be found. There's no flank coming into play. Still going to have the turret keeping watch onto that, so no worries there. They just need to try and keep this one as safe as they can. Have the rifles. This shouldn't be a problem here, Mike.
No, definitely not. Should be a comfortable cleanup as well. Sheydos to find three.
I'm looking at FNS trying to find a bit of information as well. I think this is going to be quite telling. Nothing still.
Should hit these steps though.
It's huge. What a swing from Wolfen as well. You felt as though ardiis was good for that. crashies still standing. Don't know how. The absolute flood of utility on the side is going to put him right under pressure. The flank is on though. KOI not feeling comfortable just yet. They want another pick, but you can see them halting for a second, pausing for composure. See if there's any oversteps, and no one is so far.
They've got bodies on the line here to try and defend. That's the Aldro. Late investment here.
How is crashies alive?
Utility to clear crashies.
10 seconds. They've got to make a move towards the site. And Som Victor saving NRG in this.
Once again, ardiis and crashies potentially going to be tested here on A site. Victor drifting this way as well.
Such close contact as well. That's the first bit of utility fully invested, and they're already on the site essentially. Really sitting deep now, NRG. Didn't want to take that risk after ardiis lost his head in just that prior round, but still. Plant going to come through, and Trexx on guard duty. Takes down Victor. crashies with a whole lot of info, but not a lot of ability to really do much about the pressure coming on off the back of it. So again, spamming in. ardiis takes a little bit of damage himself. And they're looking for that first step in on this retake, and it may be off the back of this Hunter's Fury coming through, and absolutely maybe now. Trexx goes down, but not before he actually managed to convert onto Victor. The timing, FNS! He's made a bit of a meal of it. This could be deadly now. Problems are plenty, Mike.
Does find it though. koldamenta will fall here. FNS, can he find anything else? No. starxo deals with it. Trexx finds a follow-up. Wall's still available for ardiis, but man, there's just not enough left without a duelist as well.
Exactly.
A duelist is the one that really they should be looking to enable in those sort of rounds.
And as much as, yes, you can prop up certain players to play like it, the agent not there. Going to be difficult. Trying to play bodyguard here for Victor. Does, I think, yeah, he did indeed get the orb, so that's fine. FNS could be next on the chopping block, and he is KOI quick with it. Really clean work. I think this is a lot of credit going to koldamenta in my mind. Again, you've got a lot of untested talent, some talent who've been off almost for a year. You've got a lot of different factors to work into effect here, but he's doing incredibly well with this roster so far. crashies and Som, again, looking for maybe some sort of chip damage, some sort of exit to any sort of damage they can achieve. That'll do. Going to take down one, but anything more starts to get almost impossible.
The opening to some of these anti-eco rounds from KOI have just been absolute perfection. There's been no real risk. Always stacked up in numbers, and Wolfen's been good for it so far, honestly.
Yep, solid. And, guard duty, Trexx quickly handling business, and ardiis even gets tagged in this, so they've lost even more. Yes, koldamenta goes down, but still, it's just FNS, Som, and ardiis to try and quickly get back towards the A site. All drawn towards B, all drawn towards mid, and a quick read and a correct decision from KOI to instantly go towards A.
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful decision making.
A very safe plant as well with no pressure coming back through on site. FNS actually going to invest the lockdown here with the Hunter's Fury being burnt up from Trexx. We'll see really what it buys. Again, when they're not behind screens, it only really gives them access towards the orb. You can see where it cuts off here. It's a safe plant. It's
okay, what's the plan here? Oh, this could be nice. Gives him a bit of cover. That's the only issue, though. Has to back away 18 HP, and he's lost all the bodies in the meantime. All alone, barely breathing. ardiis would have to work miracles, and there are no miracles here for NRG. They're going to be walking into a substantially larger amount of presence. First time we're going to see the 4 players really posted up on this too. ardiis first contact. Wins that fight wall. Gets committed, doesn't get on it himself though, so has to peel away from this, and actually an early read from NRG that this is going to be a rotation.
30 seconds.
I mean, 30 seconds left here. I don't think they're going to beat NRG to this site. Obviously, some tucked all the way into Snowman.
I love Victor backfilling this super quick as well.
Yeah, immediately.
Safety, making sure it's not going to be a double pump, a double fake. No, it's going to be now red alert to Som. Do what you can, buy us time, buy any seconds you can. Plant's going to come in, does it get stuck here? 10 seconds now, it's down, it's safe. Into the post plant, crashies, handle starxo. Now down to 3 players. What more can these 3 do? I think I heard the Viper's pick committed.
Yeah, koldamenta's popped it.
He's popped it, and rightly so, but Victor on the flank. This was happening a long time ago. ardiis still popping off shots, finds Sheydos. Down to koldamenta and trexx here. Close on the side, and crashies trying to reveal him. crashies going to get trexx. And now just koldamenta, and he's dealt with.
You can see the nano swarm on the other side of it.
They've got to be asking questions. They've got to be. That timing's starting to get curious here. FNS still steal focus. He's going to hear the steps here, and now he's going to see the players. Falls away from this and probably rightly considered. Quick trade does take down Wolfen, but the site's now under scrutiny. We do note that, again, it was ardiis who hit that early rotate towards B on that B site, but the fight in middle's won out by starxo. And crashies on the quick flank is going to miss the vast majority. There's still 1 player even behind this trexx, waiting ever so patiently for his time. The plant comes in, the timing's atrocious. trexx gets it on a platter, spotting out 1 in the second, looking likely. trexx, sharp as ever. And now it's just ardiis, completely navigated around, didn't even get a chance into this round. I love that. How do we get around the up? Well, we just play it up the guts, up middle.
I'd love to accredit this towards the awareness of being, it's going to be on an extremity, right?
Yeah.
The weakness is going to be in mid. And what's FNS got to deal with is 3 bodies barreling into kitchen. Like I said, even here with the setup, they're stacked up as 3, ready to explode on the back of that alarm bot contact. We'll find a consolation, but only really revealing himself here. Prone to losing this now. trexx on the first swing. And Sheydos picking up the slack elsewhere as well, might even catch him.
Gave it a good fight. Operator gone now. No, I was kind of imagining if someone backfill it a little
Exactly,
further,
yeah, take the space, force them even deeper. There's a pinch coming through from Victor, potentially with this aggression on A.
And here's the burst again. Wolfen instantly going to fight towards Som. Som great dealing with the first though. Front line dealt with. Now you've got to look towards who else is remaining. We know that KOI are running as a pack in this. There's 3 players who are the heavy hitters, and they're mostly still standing. Som, though, yet to be cleared fully from this. Rez comes in. Do they get a partner? Huge from Som! Holding it down and giving NRG the finest. Set up in play, FNS, though. Trying to lead by example at this point here.
Early intention showed here as well for Wolfen. Happy to take these opening engagements, and KOI happy to build around him. Good to clean plant here, and still 5 standing here for NRG. It's a numbers advantage. KOI have to get something done on this retake. Wall going to burn up a lot of time here as well, Lauren.
I don't see a comfy way back in at all. They already have to back away from this. There's no step to it. There's still so many bodies on the site. 5 still standing for NRG.
The wall's only just coming down now, and there's only 1 chunk removed.
Okay, Sheydos though does connect quite quickly. Good information on the second, but not going to follow up. It's Som dealing with it at the back of the site. ardiis still standing, and NRG locking this down. They need this one to work out for them, and trexx cannot do enough. 3 alive for NRG.
Actually, on the back of that, so proactive. They're coming back. They're clearing this space outside A site, and this is on a round with just classics to work with.
And here we go. There's going to be the spot. crashies knows at least 1, potentially 2 now. So they should be very aware that there's now going to be further presence. A little messy in the end. Not what you want, but they should be fine now. Going to lose out on Victor, but I doubt trexx will get anything. Yeah, so comfy, 4 alive, farm coming in. As it stands, NRG is still stuck towards B long, very methodically working. They do still have utility to clear towards site as well.
30 seconds.
But it's the time. It makes me nervous, even against these pistols. 1 player drops, Spike gets lost, util gets burnt up, 25 seconds now. Mike, this is running down to the wire. Som trying to do his heroics once again. Wall goes up. 18 seconds. I'm still waiting for that plant to come in if it's safe. It is for now. Victor and Som on the case.
Right, it's Tom actually the one to find that crucial kill to open things up and closes out.
That's now a little bit of a problem. You're going to isolate FNS if he tries to stick around here. He can't do much more. It's down to the three there, hitting towards the site.
crashies and ardiis, though. Look at them.
To find starxo, trying to navigate around potentially. starxo yet to get checked on, and trexx has found crashies. This is a bit bizarre to me, and starxo can just back away here, gets away with his life. No success being found. FNS, yes, has gone deep towards A, but to what value? There's still utility in play here.
Just now dealing with the turret. The alarm bot's still there, so Sheydos is going to know nobody's followed through on that.
How much can this one man do? This again is calling for such a huge round, and he's actually in the right place for it. Gonna find koldamenta. There is a second on the site as well, but it's gonna be starxo just worming his way around, trying to find the angle. He gets it, KOI! Huge punish. Denying denying ardiis, and they noted earlier where FNS was. They are gonna sit on this one. The smokes are coming in. starxo is safe.
Decent financial position behind this, and looks as if they might try and commit behind this null command. Sheydos here, so most of his utility will be rendered useless. Should be a clean plant here.
Oh.
Viper's Pit going to go up now.
Ooh, hold on.
Response coming through from trexx here. One tag at least I noted, but
Heading away
actually
with
no tag. It looked like he did get a tag onto ardiis there, but
they've invested so much in this. But 2 players on the flank now, but 2 players to be watching it as well. So NRG fully aware, really
Literally
diligent.
Unlosable round here. Hunter's Fury, 2 snake bites available. Nano Swarms, KOI know it. As soon as those 2 flank kills fall.
Goal line's getting a bit closer here. Slowly, NRG waking up in this game. And trexx willing to scrap on this. Does need to back away. He had the support there as well. Wolfen getting a little bit of play into this. Timing not there this time, and NRG quick to it. They are not resting for a second. Victor fast as anything. You'd think he's on Neon if you blinked and missed it. But it's Wolfen in the back lines. They've had to relinquish the site control. But I am looking at one going walkabouts here. trexx is still on the site. Finally found by crashies. For the spike yet to be planted. But NRG are winning the fights that they desperately needed.
Now, this is the sort of round they're known for. Completely disrupting the rhythm, the tempo, the expectations of some of these rounds. Wolfen and Sheydos breaking their ankles there.
And the side looks like it's on a platter. Do they try and refight? Do they offset the timing? It looks like they try to. ardiis, though, willing to brawl it out. crashies denies, and none of that pressure, none of that aggression going to work out here, trying to offset the tempo to try and maybe deny that plant and get in their faces. koldamenta left alive, and it's a formality at this point. It will be tied up. This will be 10-10. I'd love to see you prove me wrong, koldamenta, but it ain't going to happen.
Actually, starxo isn't tucked into tube, waiting for that res. And they're going to police it as well. Look at this, bodies on the death marker.
I love it. Sheydos is sweating bullets here.
Because there's a big gap in kitchen.
Yeah,
big gap in
they
kitchen.
Could be anywhere. The information is so deep by the time they'll be on the site. And again, yes, they've cleared this far, so this adds to that pressure on this man here, Sheydos. How much can he do? Does he get checked on? When does he get checked on? Because they're still watching this flank, Mike.
Big
there
positive.
is still information free flowing. So Sheydos, again, that time, he's got even longer on his own.
This is the thing, though. NRG have a long list of options in terms of the plant spot. Victor actually settling for default here.
I love this. Going back in just to ensure that that res does not come through, and Som is putting in serious work. Sheydos finally pulls the trigger, takes down one on the site. Som's been found, it's a 3v3, but time, the KJ ult has come into effect, and ardiis is going to get the counter ult comes in. starxo on the punish, and now just 2. FNS and Victor, and where do they go?
Got to back away. KOI actually respecting the lockdown as well. Nothing detained here on either side.
Time. They've got to get a move on
Victor. It's burnt
Victor.
up so much.
He's going to have his knife back, he's going to have his flash back, he's got so much kit still to play with. Sheydos still alive, FNS is there, he can get back onto this one. Oh, and Victor's found starxo! Sheydos with a quick trade, but time is everything, and is running out for them. FNS, he can't do it in time! It's done for, it's 11 for NRG!
What a round! What is that lineup? All the way towards back kitchen, but no command popped over towards A site here.
4 players here so early on.
NRG expect this resistance.
starxo going to find Victor, trade comes in, the site is manic, but it's crashies again! The pain stage from crashies! Animal on the site! Finding 3 critical kills. trexx, heroics again required, not going to happen! The guts on crashies to play like that, man!
It's just another one that defies logic.
Come on!
Yeah, a long time since they really explored towards B main in the early round. Knife will clear yellow. Sheydos once again will be tested. How many times have we said that in this second half.
If he can just try and play his life as best he can, yeah, not going to find it.
Can't stall the plant.
Nope. And there it is, already a post plant with 5 alive. You still have Hunter's Fury on Crash. He's got ardiis with a res as well.
2 snake bites, 2 nano swarms.
How
Victor with the fragment.
You've got to somehow disrupt the back line with this. Come on, this is going to be hard work. First touch on the spike, going to try and draw out the initial utility. There's a little bit of a look, but not too much intention behind it. Som willing to put life on the line for this now. Maybe even first contact once that wall does drop. There it is, say hello. Som says hello to 2 and bye. Finally goes down, but it's down to 3. Wolfen, starxo, and trexx. How much more can they do? It's not looking likely. Wolfen, desperate, and desperation ain't working. starxo now with a judge, and the jury has decided it's NRG. Somehow making it to 13. What a brilliant game that was.
What an insane comeback. You can never count these guys out.
Beautiful, beautiful game of Valorant there.
Both smokes committed on the side of Som, so they're going to have to wait out here. Deep hold towards CT from starxo and koldamenta. Actually, starxo all the way towards back site, actually, ready with that fault line, but NRG will find themselves a wide open C site. No resistance on the way in here, so very safe plant. Should be open for long here. That's a retake coming through.
Yeah, this is early. This is super early. Not safe in those post plants either. They want to get the blood drawn now. Now, yes, Wolfen's on the side, but he needs to get a frag, and he does, but only 1. The back line hits, and it's Sheydos battering down NRG. Not giving away too much just yet.
Well, this does actually have a Spectre as well.
Okay. So not cheap. Trexx is in for a world of trouble here. And the panic, you can see it there. Didn't realize what he was up against by any means. And FNS with an early punish.
I love this smoke here just outside bricks to deny the information. NRG happy to creep up behind it. And actually, yeah, the ping comes onto hell here.
Yeah, Wolfen's in so much shape. How's he won that fight? ardiis look good for it there. Maybe an outgun and over. Peek on it, but a quick trade, and FNS is keeping them in this game, but on towards the side. starxo only going to get 1. The trade's coming back in from koldamenta. Victor there. They're on the side. They're still trying to battle it out. Sheydos can't do it again. And this time, NRG brawl it out. So completely free A site here. FNS feeling no pressure. Should facilitate the plant very comfortably.
Frenzy, 2 sheriffs to work with on the way back through, but starxo tagged up. That fault line should be coming back online, and it is, yeah, the recon as well. So a couple of tools, but it's as if KOI might just be waiting for some exits here. I want to plant the seeds that maybe that there's going to be some sort of retake attempt to come through, but I don't think they want to give away any more ult orbs here in terms of the early progress made by crashies, Victor, FNS.
So close.
Might just want to fall to the spike. A wise decision here from KOI.
Yeah, it looks like the right call. And now the commitment. Yeah, you're absolutely on the money, Mike.
I mean, you think about this here, this ultimately gives them potentially access to the Rolling Thunder, the lockdown.
Yeah, early operator coming out as well for Wolfen. Round 4, straight onto it. And you're absolutely on it this time around. C-piece to be seen, looking at Sheydos here, committing to the site. And actually gets away with straight up murder until then. FNS with a quick trade, the classic doing more than enough apparently. That's going to be gutting for them. But the site not quite fully under control just yet. FNS goes down, a little bit chipped towards Victor, but mostly gets away unscathed.
The numbers advantage here for KOI.
They're all on the site. NRG unable to back away from this. And yeah, KOI just collapsing on towards them. Victor, a 1v3 required. They're playing together on this. It's going to be rough for Victor here. Might get the first on 1. They line up a little, but actually it's koldamenta. Keeps it clean.
The step back saves them there.
We'll see how Sheydos handles this. We haven't seen too much flex through garage just yet. We haven't seen that look come in.
Well, default shock dart to try and deal with potentially the alarm bot or something placed in the middle of garage. Still that nano swarm on the door. I think that's on the back of the turret contact.
Yep, and it's a bit of a spray, doesn't really find too much for it, and we'll have to now rescind the control towards garage release initially. No big hit towards the site, but now with that amount of utility coming in, they know that they've lost that. So many ults now coming through. This will be a full retake at this point. I'm looking to see what's anyone trying to work anything in him. No, this is all just going to be respect the plant. They'll probably push up a little towards CT. You've got a deeper garage hold, but other than that...
being, there's no flank here.
Nope.
So, Som's going to feel really comfortable at the bottom of C long here. Couple of members of KOI maybe looking to flank Garage, but with a double stack in there from NRG, this is problematic here. Haven't got that same pop from CT this time around.
They absolutely don't. There's very little pressure coming in unison here. Victor finally feels it coming in through the top of Garage. That looks like a high priority. And yes, the paranoia catches, so they do manage to start taking in towards Garage. Looking towards CT, they don't have to find the same success. crashies holding them back with a second. And now koldamenta needs to do some serious work. 3 is all he can find, and that's all he's going to get. starxo.
KOI might feel like this is a little bit of a pump in the early round. Wolfen's going to have his hands full.
He's got to do well here. He needs it. And a one-to-one trade felt like he needed a little more, but trexx quickly on the case. Going to backfill that and take down ardiis, so keep favorable numbers. 4v3 and they fall away.
Beautiful flash from starxo there as well. All the way back from that CT arch. That actually gives KOI the numbers advantage here. FNS maybe just waiting on that fault line to come back. Still got 2 flashes to work with, but lots of tools at the disposal of KOI.
What?
Some had both smokes up there as well.
He had everything to play with still. Not sure if they felt that they had that for free. I'm not sure what the read was there. Maybe feeling trexx was the only one on the site, but again, the flash had to come from somewhere. Plants come in, but it's 2 to try and hold it. No flank on this either. All through CT or Heaven.
So FNS has to be super aggressive here.
How are you going to do so much damage? Yeah, Sheydos and trexx. Quick work, light work.
NRG feel like they got the read there, that KOI are going to rotate off A site, but certainly feels a little uncomfortable to see an Omen with both smokes available. And NRG regrouping towards C long. Wolfen, unnoted as of yet, but that operator is back online. Doesn't really have a second leg to this defense though, so.
I need to see around from him, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried here if he's going to be feeling a little rusty, but that's a great shot. Takes down ardiis and slips away towards CT. They don't need much more than that. Maybe try and hold backside control, but that's about it.
Now
Spike's going to go down. You're
Potential
absolutely right.
Here.
This should be the one.
Sheydos is late though.
Yeah, didn't quite catch the timing on the paranoia there either. Stun not going to do it. Now Som left to his own devices. Actually able to get to safety, not punished either. KOI struggling to capitalize on some of this utility, and FNS feeling it, gets involved, loses his head, but takes down one with him.
KOI considering the safety, you can see already they're retreating.
It's enough. Yeah.
FNS. I mean, luckily he swings in there to try, I don't know, maybe to catch one off guard, but they're trying to retrieve the operator as well. Opportunity for him to just find 2 or 3 inside that smoke.
And look at the pressure. Early pressure from NRG towards long. No subtlety about it this time, and 3 players on the other side. So they continue this way. Wolfen, trexx, both on this.
Flash on long here.
And yeah, this is when trouble aplenty. They can't escape, they can't run! Oh, it's a crashies catching them by the heels. Huge punish with the util coming out. Lovely combo work coming in with FNS. And now the sight's on the platter. starxo has to respect it. This could be another 3-man safe.
It could be, yeah. This is one where actually don't even bother with that lockdown. crashies still with that Hunter's Fury available. Yeah, KOI already making their way over towards Garage. Not seeing that same level of confidence we saw on Icebox. Have been knocked just a little bit coming into this map too. And again, that pressure mounting with every round. Elimination looming here for KOI.
You can see the smiles creeping onto NRG's faces too. crashies starting to look
I mean, this is where they start to thrive, these players.
And you need this. It is a new roster, right? And all the practice is great. All of the, everything you do leading up to this, but it's about how you play in the game. The officials, there's no practice like officials. And seeing them hitting confidence now, looking nice with the synergy, lovely combo work coming in. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff so far.
See something from this 3-man setup on A.
Now the harder
initially
part,
here, brilliant. First tick in the box. Wolfen, does he get caught on the way back out? No.
lovely.
Come away. Completely untraded first blood here, and it's Som to fall. No smokes available for NRG.
But they're already in on the B side somewhat. koldamenta really keeping note of that, though. Does find Victor, but it was ardiis who slipped through. And yeah, KOI now starting to go through the motions. It's working perfectly. KOI looking comfortable now. And ardiis last one alive. It ain't pretty, but he gets the job done. koldamenta, that's straight away looking to try and find the punish on this one. They sat ready for it though, turning the flash as well, and Wolfen just getting his head into this one. Straight in once, it doesn't get it, gets denied, and ardiis sends him away. It's the player's life too, does not fall on a trade.
Again though, where's the second layer to that? There's 2 other members of KOI on A site, and Wolfen's the one to
Desperate for it.
I mean, you never want to be the person to have to dash on and take a 1v1 with ardiis, but...
No. Okay, I don't mind this, though.
Hats off to the kid. He's going to hear this alarm bot as well, I think.
Cover going out.
Yep. Well.
Does anybody see the smoke? They're going to see it when they get past these boxes.
koldamenta, I feel like he's dead here. Yeah, absolutely dead. NRG's timing could not have been better. Falling away from this koldamenta, maybe feeling they were still meandering around A long, and there actually are still 2 players here.
Som's going to get a dirty lurk behind this.
They're double pump.
They're going to deny them from saving.
Yeah, look at that. Perfect read again. Just backfilling this off the contact towards long. They knew that they'd have to respect that and pull those 3 players back to potentially deal with the C hit. There was a lot of players seen. So again, this is perfect calls, lovely reads. But actually, starxo's still sharp for 1, but he needs a bit more. There's still 4 players alive here, and you're down to Trexx and Sheydos. They've been sitting, playing for these, you know, saves and trying to keep these weapons up. And Trexx is still desperate for it because ardiis was maybe overheating a little in that. Want to try and punish Trexx again. Still dancing around, but he's got 5 HP. There's only so much one man can do, and it's all but done. NRG pull it right back in.
To go. And we've seen a couple of setups for a retake. Yeah.
Oh, no point saving now. In we go. Site now taken. ardiis plants the flag there and actually takes the scalp off of Trexx. What a shot. Trexx looks so unaware there was even a chance of that, and koldamenta chomping at the bit to try and maybe find a fight through CT. No. And we're actually going to see the lockdown coming in, but this time it's
all a fake.
Yep. Oh my god, the spike's over towards A. Well. And you still got the slip through here as well from ardiis. He's still doing him dirty. Victus already. NRG. This is perfection from them. And now starxo.
starxo doesn't know where it's planted. He doesn't know where it's planted.
Lost
oh, no.
and confused.
It's painful. Yeah. The penny's dropped. The penny's dropped. And this is the thing, NRG just absolutely running rings around KOI.
This dangerous, this much on the line for it. So we go back in the second half. KOI with 4 rounds to the name, NRG with 8. How much can KOI do to pull this game back in? Can a third potentially come through here? Or NRG just a little too sharp?
We'll be able to get this plant down. starxo eating that first shot. Now the second might even find him. Somehow. Skips away.
They're trying to crunch, so look at this off-tempo hit. I love it, trying to catch the players who are still on the side, which they might just do here. Victor, lovely, gonna get 1, but a quick trade from Wolfen. Still standing, can't stand much longer. The site now waving the NRG banner as KOI relegated towards long, but can they hold this plant? Som's on it, he ain't moving. He's looking pretty safe right here.
No.
Som ain't gonna move. What? Trexx! He got him off it, and now crashies with Trexx! You absolute god! Feel the stack, there's 4 players here. Do they care?
I spoke with Som as well, just to try and deny this dash through Wolfen, but it's actually Trexx to find it. FNS will find a response actually, and is that weapon retrieved?
No,
There's 2!
No, this is such an error. ardiis is still alive, but it's only ardiis, and thankfully, Sheydos was still alive. The turret will at least give away the game. That got so dangerous. For a second there, it could have swung.
For a moment, I think that was a rifle retrieved on site.
4 players moving down towards long with utility behind it. Now Victor on the other side, what does he have? It is just the stinger. I say just because of where we're at right now. He's going to hear these steps, he's going to call it out. So Wolfen!
Spacing again. Wolfen is half a mile ahead of the rest of the team. And he's punished for it.
And it's given them a way back in. Yeah, yes, there's still utility with KOI, but there's the same to be said with NRG, and they've got a couple of guns here. ardiis has the rifle, as does FNS.
ardiis actually being given a second or third shot, and thank God Sheydos finds that headshot.
That was getting sloppy, getting messy, and now they're losing out on numbers. Trexx going to try and at least bulk up some of the defense on towards C long, and by all accounts, it's looking okay. FNS is going to have to try and find 3 sitting pretty deep towards long. I think he knows that rifle is more valuable than the chance of him being able to convert into this round here. But this is going to burn so much utility if they are diligent about this, but I'm worried it's just going to be Wolfen taking a wander.
Well, there's no fault line. Now there is. starxo's fault line just coming back online, as I said that. So the flash available.
Okay. ardiis justing long, finds Sheydos, it's gorgeous. NRG posting up pretty aggressively on these angles, not sitting deep by any means, and actually not falling back, but they have lost sight control. koldamenta, so unaware, didn't even turn, didn't even look towards it, and now just 2 on the site here, surrounded. No comfort to be found. Maybe can fall away so long, but they need to win a fight and find some safety somewhere. The chip damage coming out from trexx could have given them a second to breathe and think, but it ain't going to be for long.
Set up here for the utility as well. Trexx forced a little closer towards spawn.
Trexx.
Not caught by the paranoia though.
He needs to, he might be good! Oh, FNS keeps on running and trexx just falls. starxo a 1v4. Position is pretty considered. They had players in sewer, they had CT dealt with.
Either.
There's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. He's dead and buried. NRG smothering KOI now. 8-9 though, scoreline still close enough.
Still got to buy behind this for KOI as well. Blaze Storm to offset that. So you're almost looking at a little healthier behind this purchase than NRG are.
Let's get that spacing right with Wolfen here. ardiis, present. Sees nothing beyond this though. That's just garage control taken.
Previously this ended up on a re-hit towards C. This is when KOI paused outside, waiting for that utility cooldown, but it looks like crashies might be tested here on A long. The owl drone is from very, very deep in spawn, so not going to get deep information. Actually, response is there from crashies, and he should find info, yeah? Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Hunter's Fury to slow things down. It's a double tag!
This could be massive, and it is crashies finding koldamenta.
Another 2 tags!
He's done so much damage to the lockdown just to make sure he's safe.
Look at the time!
Hesitant. They've got 35 seconds, and they've got no information. They've got nowhere to go.
There's still 2 on C, Lauren.
Garage is a player in it. Wolfen's running into his death. He has no idea. They already cleared it earlier, but Som's here. Perfect play from Som.
My God.
Positioning divine. He's read the round. And now trexx. It's a formality again. And Som. Wolfen first on the chopping block, potentially. ardiis. Could be a big test for him here. Flash goes up, and the swing. Uncharacteristic miss, but a second bite of the cherry. He knows he's under pressure. Wolfen trying to close the gap here, chase them down. They're actually going to slip out through CT. All the players backing away from this one.
So yeah, do have the Rolling Thunder available for this. Do they opt to actually pull the trigger here as the par comes through? starxo maybe going to get pinned onto site here.
He's in trouble. He's in real trouble. Wolfen wins one fight towards garage, but it's an absolute bloodbath in favor to NRG here. Back on the side here, Wolfen needs more. Needs massive impact. He ain't going to get it. Sheydos needs it. Doesn't get it either. It's NRG. It's time to wake up for KOI. They have to try and pin all these pieces together that have been lacking. And Som, respecting this hit, needs to get the hell out of danger. C-site is theirs. Spike is on the way.
And have the same opportunity for the retake here. So KOI just felt like that was the one thing that went wrong for them. It's an open plant, nano swarm down. Wolfen going to entertain the idea of sticking around for it. Actually, Sheydos considering the lockdown here.
But look at the flank. 4 players on the flank, and trexx is util in hand. There's no one here. If he crests that corner, that's 2 caught with the paranoia. It's going to call all the players in. starxo takes a whole lot of damage. He's down to 6 HP. They got to buy time. They got to do something. koldamenta dives into the jaws of it. trexx stunned. NRG battering them down. And a 3v2. Wolfen and starxo still alive, and a switch of position. Som dips in towards the site, avoids the stun. Still fighting, still standing, tapping on the spike for Wolfen. He's behind both of them. Finds them.
Oh my God.
What a time for the young gun to find some form. I think it was only like 2 rifles I saw as well. So getting harder and harder to make this one work. And it looks like a rinse and repeat. Run it back from the last round. Som dips to CT, and you can see the site taken. Wolfen and Sheydos need to have impact here. trexx has his ult as well. And we're going to see the plant coming through.
You can say with a couple of Spectres, they can't actually rely heavily on this long setup either.
But they're all going to it.
I mean, it's only the Hunter's Fury to play off here.
Tell me they're going to get proactive through mid. Tell me something, Mike.
Tell me they re-clear garage. It looks as if there's going to be Sheydos and koldamenta going that way. Victor immediately punished. Hunter's Fury posted. That's going to catch starxo and trexx, actually.
And the counter ult comes in. They need some value, and it's fallen by the wayside. trexx and koldamenta, the last 2 alive.
He's sticking it.
He ain't moving. He's going to hold this one down. It's all falling to pieces.
Oh, no.
Right in front of their eyes.
Thrown into this for KOI. 1 rifle in the hands of trexx. And they're looking to spin the wheel. B site will be their focus point here.
There's so much of it on the ground still. Wolfen's going to take a fair amount of damage. Yeah, softened up, comfortable for Victor. No sweat for him. the smoke into play, and KOI gets sent back. They did not find the impact, but they can't even quickly springboard. Still util in towards Garage. Position now noted. They're not finding what they need here, but a quick flex towards C. Again, do they dare keep doing this? And Victor, he's on the hunt. He's feeling confident. He's got the voice beside him. trexx on the flank can only do so much. Finds one. What is that from Victor?
Oh my god!
What in God's name is that? Koldamenta now surrounded. He's dead. He's buried. And Victor sends him to his grave.
What the hell was that from Victor? To close out Haven. Absolute insanity. But NRG